is becoming even more crucial. Many people do not have access to the supplies in Ukraine. With the start of Russian invasion, 7 million people is the population of Rome, had to change their location, were forcibly relocated from their houses, and they faced financial struggles to purchase period products. When there is the question of purchasing food for your child or hygiene products for yourself, you choose the first one. So we should take care of the second. 37,000 of women volunteered to join military and fight with men in the front lines. 5,000 of them are on active duty in the front lines where there are no access to drugstore to buy a pad or a tampon. This, yes, next slide. The lack of access to hygiene affects not their physical health, as that can lead to inflammations. It also affects their mental health. They should have period products to sustain their dignity and feel good about themselves. They shouldn't be ashamed of the natural process, which doesn't stop just because of the war. That might not affect you directly, but it is the story of your mother, sister, daughter. And also, the very important notice is that sometimes period products are used not only for menstruation, but also in terms of emergency, it can stop bleeding for a male soldier too. So what do our women need? So the first one is as I said, is drugs and painkillers. The second is hormonal contraception to regulate cycles and PCOS control. Proper underwear, because bikini, it does look nice, but it's not suitable to wear under the bulletproof vest. Variety of disposable hygiene products, because many women do not have access to running water, so using tampon is impossible. And our solution contains several steps. The first one is to collect and donate hygiene products, and for this we can use the venues of universities. Many universities right now in Ukraine moved to online education due to safety reasons, so the venue can be used for the collection. And also with the help of student organizations, the collection can be run and registered. Next slide. So we can partner with National University of Ukraine and Kyiv Mohila Academy, and the student organizations like Student Fraternity, Student Collegium. What do we have to do next is to understand and identify the communities where they were relocated, and for this we can partner with the NGOs, with the next slide, like Serhiy Prytula Charity Foundation, Red Cross of Ukraine, Caritas Ukraine, who keep track of relocated people and can identify where the products have to be supplied to. The next one is to prepare the products for transportation. It has to be properly packed and understand to which points of Ukraine has to be transported. We can communicate with NGOs in Goptsii. It's a beautiful NGO run by women who supply women in the front lines. And the last and important step is to notify the Cabinet of Ministers of Ukraine through official portal to register humanitarian aid, donate it, and prepare for the future transfers. And the next case of studies is about the United States.
Hello, my name is Rian and I'm from Singapore. I'll be covering the problem of affordability in places apart from Ukraine, which happens to be a very unique example on its own. So I'll be using US as a case study, and in US and other parts of the world, affordability is the main issue apart from physical accessibility in places like Ukraine. And so this problem mainly affects affordability of period products in low-income families around the world, including in the US over here. And this is in general because of the high costs of period products as well as the taxes that are not subsidized by the government. Yeah, and we found that even in the US, in welfare programs, period products are not considered a necessity. So it means that food stamps, such as under WIC and SNAP over here, don't allow food stamps to don't allow the use of food stamps to purchase period products. So, and this is also prevalent in colleges around the United States. So over here we have some stats, and 10% of college students who experience menstruation every month can't afford period products. Yeah, and so that's where the opportunity comes from for us to tackle this problem, right? The framework that we introduced just now is pretty similar to how it would apply to other parts of the country, other parts of the world, and the general framework is collection, distribution, and continuous public engagement for a sustainable effort. Some key differences between Ukraine and the US is the types of food products that we would prefer in our donation drives. Because in Ukraine, as Zara mentioned just now, um, the soldiers are on the move, so disposable period products would be much more preferable, and also that they can be used as a potential medical intervention for all types of soldiers. Yeah, but in the case of US and other parts of the world that might not be in the same situation, like a more sustainable option would be preferred, such as menstrual cups, etc. And some of our local partners include logistic partners, so helping women period and the other organization here called period.org. These are organizations that are already established and are already tackling this problem through their donation drives by having convenient collection points at supermarkets, etc. So because for students and funding might be an issue, so we could possibly reach out to these organizations logistically. Some of our collection partners also include universities within the US and the beneficiaries locally. So, yes. And now I'll pass my time over to Khadija.
Good day, everyone. My name is Khadija Khan. I'm from Tridnad, Tobago, which is the Caribbean. So you're wondering what skills would we bring to this project to help this project be sustainable and successful? We have empathy. We must empathize with our vulnerable group that we are targeting. We have decision making, project management, ability to work under pressure, flexibility, teamwork, problem solving, social and communication skills, and responsibility. Now you're wondering, what is this project? What does this project do? This project creates a way of access to products, reduce the building of buying menstrual products, and reduce the costs needed to be spent on it because we are providing it and donating it. You're wondering, how is this project going to be successful? How are we going to manage and measure the success of this project? We can use quantitative, which is numbers and percentages, showing that the percentages are reducing with period poverty. We have qualitative, that is the communicated feedback by persons who are actually receiving the help. Through social media marketing, data can be shown and accessed globally to show the progress and success of this project. Implementation in other countries as well can show the impact it can have, even if we just change the environment. Even if we start the project in the US and do the project in Trinidad and Tobago, we can show that this project can work with simple fixtures in the environment. In case of unintended impacts, what happens when an issue arises? So some issues that can arise possible is that shortage or unequal distribution can cause tension towards each other who are receiving the product or the group that is assisting them, which is us. Persons should be given adequate amounts for equality and fairness. This is how we basically avoid the issue. Low donations or mishaps of packages. We have to have constant promotion and assistance given for proper management of the project. Without this, the project would come up with a lot of problems and issues. Next, we'll show you what can we bring to the project. What do we have that is useful to this project and would make this project personal, unique, and just successful. Okay, I'll start with myself, I guess. So my name is Khadija. I'm from the Caribbean. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, which is a very diverse country. And I bring to the table my bachelor's in social work. So I bring the social work perspective in terms of seeing the social systems of the world in the project. I am seeing the vulnerable groups. I'm seeing how the ecological system and what surrounds the individual, whether it be education, government, community, peers, or just the individual itself, I can bring that perspective comprehensive in terms of looking at these systems that affects the policeman.
I'm studying life sciences, so one possible way that I can contribute is through studying the health outcomes of our intervention to see whether or not there are any improvements or substantial improvements in health outcomes.
I am the nerd here, I'm the computer engineer, but I think that my skills can be useful in data collection and analysis, and I'm quite skilled in project management, because technical skills always count as analytical ones, and that can be useful in many fields.
Hello, my name is Csenga from Hungary, and as an international relations student, I believe I can help with connecting the actors across the system, and also I can bring my knowledge of policy analysis to the table to advise with this field.
Jambo, in Kenya we say jambo, hello. My name is Sam, I'm from Kenya, I'm a digital marketer. I develop content